Hey guys, welcome back. So today, as you can see, I've got my regular piece of paper, my pencil, my eraser. This is gonna be a totally normal video, isn't it? Wrong. You know why? Because I'm painting with condiments today. I have this giant bottle of yellow mustard. I have this giant bottle of expired ketchup. I have this big old bottle of light mayo because we gotta be healthy, right? I asked my mom and got permission to consider Concord grapefruit spread as a condiment because she is definitely the authority on condiments. I don't know how this is gonna come out on the page, but we'll see. And then I have some classic barbecue sauce. You may recognize this as my edible palette. Palette itself is not, but things I tend to put in it are. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to how this is gonna smell. So I'm setting rules for myself this challenge. I'm allowing myself to create a sketch with paper and pencil and eraser, but everything else has to be with these. On second thought, it probably would have been bright to actually use a knife. So let's begin with the sketch. So I'm kind of thinking I want to do something with a girl just like stuffing her face with a delicious hot dog with all of these things on it, including jelly because she is just that kind of person. Okay, I'm assuming that this is probably an unpopular opinion just because most of my opinions are fairly unpopular, but I prefer hamburgers over hot dogs, so that's what we're rolling with. Oh my gosh, I got a better idea. We're even gonna put this on a paper plate, okay? Guys, I gotta say, I'm editing right now, and I wish I had actually drawn this on a paper plate. And I'm thinking that even though I don't like McDonald's at all, since this girl is partaking in fast food, we should make some kind of a takeoff on my name. And lucky for me, I don't have to be too creative because I've got a name that starts with a D. So obviously we're going with McDale's. Ooh, guys, McDale's McDoubles. Is that a thing? It should be a thing. And drinks, and fries. Ooh, McDale's will also sell tacos because I actually prefer Taco Bell over McDonald's. Now that you know my fast food habits, let's move on. Sorry about that. Since part of my challenge is to not use my pens that I'm so comfortable with, I'm going back over this with a much heavier pencil outline so that I can see it better, and then we're going to move on to swatching. Guys, I cannot lie to you. This is only about, 6 inches away from my drawing space, and I'm smelling it, and the combination of smells is really gross. So if I rush this, my apologies. I'm quite glad that I purchased nice cheap brushes, $5 or something. So you guys may have noticed that in most of my other videos, I don't really do a lot in the way of swatching. And that is because I'm pretty comfortable with the paints I use. You may have noticed I really don't use anything that I'm not already really experienced with. So as far as paint goes, I pretty much just wind up using watercolor. The only painterly things that I've done on this channel that I have needed a swatch for are the Arteza brush pens and the acrylic I used on my switch case. But other than that, I really just use mediums and paints that I'm typically comfortable with. That doesn't mean I'm opposed to learning new things or trying new stuff out. That's just my explanation as to why I don't swatch very often. Okay, shockingly, I am actually a fan of how mustard goes onto this page. And here are our final swatches. I am not super excited to wait for this stuff to dry. Some of this gradation is working pretty well. So something that I really appreciated actually about the mayo is that it kind of makes the paper texture a lot softer, kind of velvety, probably because of the fat in it, or the fake fat. I don't know what's in this light stuff, but because I'm kind of feeling like if I do put a wash of mayo over it, then maybe that'll prevent the jelly and the barbecue sauce, which are both really heavily water-based, it seems, from soaking in. So now I'm going to wait half an hour for this stuff to dry on the page. Luckily, through the magic of editing, you don't have to. So I'm going to start off my condiment adventure with barbecue sauce. Why, you ask? Well, because it's not jelly. Basically, anything but jelly would have been safe to start out with. but I wanted to start with barbecue sauce because it is such a watery substance, and I figured that I could probably get away with doing this kind of stippling texture and just laying it over and over and over a few times. But I don't know for sure, because one of the things I don't like about it is all of the little spice particles in it. Makes it a little hard to work with, especially because I want to give this character like a nice kind of mocha-ish skin tone, and that's not going to happen. So I might have to wind up going back over and kind of scooping out some of the spices, at least once I get to her skin tone. But to be honest, I am a champion staller, and so I'm gonna just put some jelly eyes and avoid the skin tone for now. We'll come back to that later. Let's see. What else can I paint with jam in order to avoid doing the skin tone? Oh, hair, yes! By the way, you guys, this is not a recommendation. Please do not be putting jelly in your hair or barbecue sauce or mayo on your face. This has been a health and safety announcement from your local McDale's. Thank you. What else can I use to procrastinate? Let's see. Oh, I know. Okay. I am going to give her a shirt that I own, that I actually sleep in pretty frequently. It's off the shoulder on one side, 2 stripes on the other side, and then 1 stripe on each sleeve. And I'm going to do that with jelly because jelly seems to take the longest. I mean, also slightly because, you know, it's actually aesthetically more pleasing to have that color spread out across the entire image than just at the top, but I digress. Honestly, I kind of wish that I just stuck with like mayo, mustard, and ketchup. The mustard and ketchup are nice and smooth. The jam, once it settles down, is actually okay. It's a little bit watery and kind of gel-y. Haha! But for real, the barbecue sauce, not so great. My apologies, you guys. I know that I've been hyping up this whole skin tone thing for a while now, and I realized that my camera actually turned off on me. It overheated during the first introduction of barbecue sauce onto her face. So I wound up getting it done anyway. But you didn't get to see it, so now you just get to see how it turned out. And I did go through and I scooped up an awful lot of the little flecks of spices. Okay, after the incredible frustration that was barbecue sauce and jelly and trying to paint with it, we're moving on to mustard, because mustard is it is a godsend as far as I'm concerned. After like an hour of working on this with these unruly materials. Something that I'm both happy and kind of irritated for is the fact that all of the colors that I'm winding up using are pretty warm. So I'm probably going to make a mix of mustard and ketchup to sort of tween between the yellow and red. I'm going to use red for shadows, and I'm going to keep yellow as a color, and I don't think I'm going to use it for any kind of a highlight. I'll probably try and use some more mayo as a highlight though, but I'm kind of afraid of it melting backward, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm afraid I'm going to put it on the page and then it's going to just kind of leach its fats and grease into the page and not leave any kind of white pigmentation. Now, you guys know that I want to be totally honest with you, and I'm sure you already knew this, but Jazza from Draw with Jazza actually already did a condiment art challenge. But he did it in a slightly different way. He went out and he bought all this stuff and he applied it directly to a giant canvas and made this incredible work of art that he ate off of at the end. It was hilarious. I cannot think of any meal in my right mind that would involve barbecue sauce, ketchup, mustard, and jelly. And mayo. I can't think of it. So I really don't want to eat off of this. I mean, honestly, the smell was practically debilitating, so... But I still wanted to make some kind of work of art, and I wound up doing it with my cheap brushes. Anyway, guys, it was really difficult to get some highlights going on here, and I actually think that this looks best at this point, so I'm just going to show it to you right now. But, you see, then I woke up the next morning. And do you remember me saying that I was afraid that the fat and grease would seep through the paper? Yeah.
Basically, I woke up the next morning after letting it dry for the night, thinking that I would have to come back and redo some of the highlights I did with mayo the night before, but the mayo more or less just kind of faded into the paper and created this disgusting grease aura. Blech. But anyway, guys, that will be it for me on this project. This was fun to do. It was just a little frustrating and it stank really badly. But hey, if you want to try it, then let me know what you get up to, I guess. Please don't make a mess. Oh my gosh.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get notified when I post a new video. Otherwise, you can keep up with me during the week on my Etsy, Instagram, or Facebook pages. And as you know, I am probably at the time you're watching this on a plane to Australia, so we'll see when I can post again, hopefully next week. But I can't promise anything. All right, thank you guys so much. Till next time.